Hello, welcome to my channel. I'm Steve. Hope you're going to enjoy your stay here. So, what I'm going to be doing here is looking at foods, drinks from the different supermarkets and maybe some of the well-known brands, or brands at least, in comparison. See if there's a best place to spend one's money. As part of that, I'll be doing these food and drink reviews and marking the different products out of 100. That 100 points is going to be broken down initially in the first half, of course, with flavour. So 50 points based around flavour. Obviously, it's the big important factor for food and drink. We will want something that's going to taste good. Another 20 points will go to flavour accuracy. So someone may say it's a certain flavour. It may taste amazing, but nothing like what it's meant to. And so it'd obviously score worse than some of that, tastes like it's meant to. Okay. Next 20 points will go towards the perceived value. Now, it's a bit of a trickier one to explain, but obviously it's based on how much it is, but also how great it tastes. So, something may be expensive, but if it tastes, worthy of it, then full beans for it. Okay. And the final 10 points will go to texture. Now, I know some people are a bit funny about this, so I'll try and give my comments as and when I feel appropriately needed. So, I'll do a quick overview of some of the other points that, not that have been taken into account, but you may be interested in. So, some of you are going to be possibly on diets or controlled on certain aspects or wanting to avoid certain things. Now, all of these different things I'm going to give you are based on per 100 grams, okay, just to keep a nice level playing field. Not per biscuit, not per thingy, just per 100 grams. And if you want to be more specific on a biscuit, then I'm afraid you might have to just look that up. So I'm going to look at, first off, the energy or calories within the products, and the best ones for that would be Sainsbury's own. They rank in at 474 calories per 100 grams. Worst, on the other hand, is Lidl with 510. So quite a bit more, but I suppose not really in a huge scale of things. Just behind them is McVities Hobnob creams, which have 509 calories. Okay, further on is fat, and within that as well, saturated fat. Because I know some people, there's good fat or less bad fat at least. And leading the way for that is once again Sainsbury's. 19 grams of fat, of which 10 grams is saturated. Worst, on the other hand, is McVities Hobnob creams, which have 25.7 grams of fat. Although the Digestives version, the McVities Digestive creams, are the worst for the saturated fat with 15.4 grams. If you're wanting to be picky and just go, no, just custard creams, we don't want to be bothering with those other variants, then Lidl is the worst at 24 grams of fat. But along with it, Lidl is Co-op and Asda on the saturated fat side of thing, where they've all got 13 grams of saturated fat. For those of you who are watching your sugars, I've looked at the carbohydrates of which sugars, so not particularly overall figure, just the of sugars. And once again, it's Sainsbury's leading the way there with 26.5 grams per 100 grams being sugars. And unsurprisingly, it's the McVities at the bottom of the pile there with 33.5 grams. But if you want to exclude those ones, you've got Waitrose M&S and the Morrisons Savers, all with 30.4 grams of sugars per 100 grams. And finally, not going to be a huge one for these biscuits, but salt content. Now, this occasion is Aldi, which are winning the way with 0.33 grams per 100 grams. And worst off is the McVities Hobnobs with 1 gram of salt per 100 grams. Once again, if you want to ignore those alternate texture flavour versions, then it's Tesco and Lidl with 0.5 gram. So, without further ado, let's get on to some of the tasting. Bosh. Here it goes. Tasty. Yep. Yeah. It's what you expect from a sort of brand name. Hitting the flavour marks. Good texture, everything. So 40 points for flavour, I'd say. You never know. So it might be better. Don't know how. Flavour accuracy, yeah. It's what you want from a custard cream. Full 20 points. Texture, yeah, that was a good spot on biscuit. Not too crispy, not too soft. Make a perfect dunker one. If you want to dip it in your tea or coffee, 10 points. Now I'll leave the perceived value out until the very end, just when I've added up the rest of the scores, and I'll look at the price in comparison, just to give a better understanding there. Right, next up, Co-op custard creams. Disappointing. Certainly after the first ones, the Crawfords. That's yeah, quite lacking, I'm afraid. 25 points on flavour. Flavour accuracy, yeah, 8. Not really hitting me with the flavours. Texture, no particular issues, but not thrilling me either. Wouldn't be too mean, but 6. Next up, Asda. Good biscuit, but not super, not bad. 33 for flavour. Flavour accuracy, yeah, pretty good. 18 for that. Texture, again, a good biscuit, 9. Next up is Aldi's submission. You may know I've already cracked into these ones. What we'll say, Aldi's come under the name of Belmont biscuits, but made for Aldi. Quite sweet, but good biscuits again. There to rank them. 35 on flavour. I mean, it's not bad at all, but it's not that same original kind of cracking flavour that we had with Crawfords. Flavour accuracy though, yeah, it's spot on. That is, yeah, custard creams. Texture, slight bit crunchier. So we're going to knock it down a couple. 8 for that. Next up, Towergate or Lidl. So Towergate obviously making it for Lidl. Bit of a disappointment again. Almost tastes a bit like those pink wafers, if you've ever had those. Nice, but 30 on the flavour, I'd say. Flavour accuracy, it's got some vanilla-y kick to it, but as I say, it's kind of more like those pink wafers. I'm afraid this could be a 10. Texture, no issues. Yeah, so full 10, why not? Next up, Morrisons. Yep, the only one that comes in a see-through packet. I guess that makes it easy to see if you've got any broken biscuits. Yeah, not filling me with enthusiasm. So it could be a 33 in terms of flavour. Flavour accuracy, this is where it gets tricky. It's a bit better than the others, but not great. 14. Texture, yeah, no problems. There, stick with the 10 there. Now, next one is the Morrisons Savers Biscuit Assortment. So it's not just custard creams in this one. You have got bourbons, shortcake and malted milk, all as added bonus. Wow, they look chunky, certainly by comparison to the others. And a slightly more yellow cream, near identical to the normal ones, to be honest. Possibly a little bit more buttery and creamy, if you see what I'm saying. But yeah, a worthy rival, to be honest. To be honest, I think I'll match the previous normal Morrisons ones across the board in terms of flavour and flavour accuracy. Possibly, actually, a little bit more flavoursome. Certainly, really giving a lasting flavour. I'm going to boost the actual flavour up to 35 with that one, and the flavour accuracy to 16. Not bad actually for a Savers one. Texture though, it was a bit of a softer biscuit. 7. Next up, Waitrose Essentials. Skimping on the width. Well, width of cream, that is. But again, it's got that kind of golden, yellowy hue to the cream there, similar to the Morrisons Savers. See how they taste though. I have to say, unfortunately, a bit disappointing that it's not given a punch of flavour. So if you like your food on the milder taste side, that's possibly the one to go for. But me, I want that flavour there. 28. Flavour accuracy, it's really quite a mild flavour compared to some of the others, but it tastes like it. Right, appears there was a bit of a technical hitch somewhere along the lines there. Sorry about that. Suffice to say, Tesco's one's a bit disappointing. Tesco's rhubarb and cream, good, very good. Not outstanding, but you'll see that in the scores if you look further down below. Hobnobs, really good, worked well with the vanilla, but your tear strip didn't work in the least bit. The McVities digestive ones, not so much of a hit. Good, you know, got your digestive flavour, but lacking otherwise. In conclusion, the grand scores, to summarise for you, winners are Crawfords and Marks and Spencer's, both scoring a good, respectable 88. Opposite end of the line, Sainsbury's 35. Well, you can see why, you know, like the energy is lower and all the things. They've obviously cut out some of those bad things for you, and unfortunately sacrificed on the flavour. So, I'm sorry that you missed out on some of the exciting scenes of me eating biscuits, but I hope you'll join me next time when we could be looking at milk chocolate, possibly cider, or even salt and vinegar crisps. Time will tell. Thanks for watching. Leave a like if you enjoyed it. Comments also welcome, and of course, should you feel particularly nice, seeing as all of this is paid out of my own pocket, no sponsorship from any of them. There's also a link to the Buy Me a Coffee, where all donations are quite welcome. So thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next video.